Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Mitch. Thank you so much for checking out yet another video on the Fit for Moto YouTube channel, man. We do all things moto. Wow, I really kind of garbled my words there, hey? We do all things moto because this is what we love doing. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about exhaling on obstacles. That's right. This is probably not something you've even thought of, because honestly, a lot of people don't, but this is one of the techniques that I use to get into longer motos, to relax on the bike, be a little smoother. That means safer and that means faster, which is what I always talk about. So exhaling on obstacles, what do I mean? Well, if you go out and you hit a tabletop, right? So that's cool, you can go out, but a lot of times people, the newer the rider, honestly, the stiffer they are in the air, they kind of turn into this like 2x4, right? And they get really stiff in the air. And even the more experienced riders, they may be a little more fluid, but they don't always consider wanting to just exhale on the obstacle. So it's really important, because if you don't focus on your breathing, what happens is you can't collapse. Take another deep breath after you exhale, which kind of resets the lungs a little bit, lowers the lactic acid in the blood, and just lets you flow a little bit more on the track, if that makes sense. So what I'm talking about is if you're going over a tabletop, or it can be a double, or it can even be corners. Corners are really good, especially for newer riders, because, you know, like I said, the newer riders get really, really tense in the air, so it's harder for them to adjust to this initially. But what you can do is start to exhale on corners. So what I mean is, let's just start with corners. You come up around the corner. Now it can be a shorter corner, it can be a longer corner, it doesn't really matter, but regardless of what the corner is, as you start to come into the corner, just start to exhale a little bit, and then take that deep breath. And I want you to really focus on that and really work on that. It makes a big difference in feeling comfortable and finding the flow on the bike. So if it's a tabletop, yeah, as you're in the air, go, okay, focus on that in the air. You know, there's a huge benefit to really focusing on breathing while you're out on the track. So the corners, the jumps, all that kind of stuff, those are really what you will benefit from by working on your breathing. Not only will it increase your moto length, but it's going to increase your ability to just chill out and relax on the bike, which, like I said, makes you smoother, makes you last a little longer on the track, makes you a little faster, safer, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I would say. Now, if you're not in the Patreon, if this is just the YouTube, I really appreciate you checking out this video. Make sure that you try this out. Try focusing on working on obstacles. If you want a little bit of a plan on how I would start to introduce this into my training, or start to learn this skill set, then head over to the Patreon. I do an extended video version of this where I'll talk about how I would start to throw it into the plan. And you're gonna find it really helps. Look, I appreciate you checking out the video. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.